are going to show you a version of the short spine roll that I really like. I like it because you have time to focus on all the details of the movement, so you get a lot more juice out of the exercise. Do you want to turn out, or do you prefer to be in parallel today? It can be done both ways at the beginning. So Themis will try to keep all of her spine, the whole length of her spine, right down to the tip of her tail, on the mat for as long as possible. And on an out breath, she's going to soften deep inside the front of the hip joint and allow the springs and the ropes to carry her back. At some point, she has to reach the stop at the back, at the bottom of the machine. At some point, her lower back may lift. And she's now, I've stopped her, we're going very slowly at the moment. She's now got a nice opening along the back of her legs and all the way through the back of her spine. She connects the muscles of the pelvic floor, and on an in-breath, she goes up into the shoulder stand here. As a teacher, you can take a hold of the iliac crest when we don't have COVID and pull her up a little bit higher, or even use your fingertips on the top of the spine here to get the person more up. Be careful that they don't bring the chin down. So her back stays up, she bends her knees, opens her knees shoulder width apart, so we're using a medium turnout in the hip joint. She looks at her big toes and she begins on an out breath, hanging from her feet, traveling down vertebra by vertebra, very soft in the hip joint. At a certain point she won't be able to go any further. Then she flexes her feet and passes her heels down close to her buttocks, and at the same time she lowers her lower back. And breathing out, very soft in the hip joint, very long in the spine, from the tip of the tail through the crown of the head. Breathing in, her sides of support are her arms and the top of her shoulders. She bends the knees, opens the knees. There's no breath there. There's a breath suspension. And she's hanging from her feet and following the outside edge of her spine as she goes down. And if you're able to with your student, you can help them a little bit get that lower back to imprint down. I'll ask permission, of course, first, between 3 and 5 times. The more you can surrender to the support that the strap gives you, the better the exercise, the better the benefits of the exercise. Here, Themis, just stop for a moment. Your big toes are together, but your heels are actually a little bit apart. Yes, that's right. Okay. Very soft out breath, really hanging from the straps, hanging from the straps. Okay, open the collarbone, surrender the upper back as you stretch the legs out. So that's the short spine roll. How do you feel, Themis?
I'm fine.
You're fine?
Yeah.
Okay.